Well, May is finally here, and you know what that means. Summer is just around the corner, and that means we can finally break out our summer fragrances. And I love summer scents. I love the fruity ones, I love the aquatic ones, I love the fresh fragrances, but in particular, today we're gonna be talking about my top 15 best citrus fragrances. If you wanna find out which ones, stick with me on the other side of the intro. You know what to do. Let's go! So the first fragrance I want to talk about, this is one of my favorite designer houses. I love just about everything from the house of Chanel. I love their designer fragrances. I love their more, luxury, almost kind of blurring the line of niche line that they have too, like the Lion and some of the other ones. They really just seem to know what they're doing over there. And this fragrance right here is absolutely one of my favorites to wear this time of year. Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Man, is this fragrance so good, man. The star of this fragrance is all about that zesty lemon. Just so beautiful, and there's a lot of it. It's bright, it's airy, it's uplifting. You've got a little bit of bergamot in here as well, but the lemon is the star of the show. And then as the fragrance starts to transition, you get a lot of creamy vanilla that just seems to work so well with that lemon. And then you get some muskiness, some warmness coming from amber, and a little bit of woodiness. But also, I feel like in the middle of this fragrance, there's just something powdery about it. It's just got a nice powdery feel that I love. And it's light and airy and refreshing to me, and it just feels so good. This is one of those fragrances that puts a smile on my face, and I love, love, love this. All right, another fragrance I want to talk about is from a friend of mine. He gave me this as a gift on my birthday, which is coming up here, June the 2nd. This was an amazing gift from John Morrell. You can find him on Instagram. He is part of the fragrance community. Shout out to him. He gave me this fragrance, and I have been happy ever since. This fragrance is absolutely amazing, guys. This is Acqua Di Parma's Colonia Intensa. Man, is this good. It is so bright and uplifting off the top with that bergamot, lemon, and then that beautiful, sparkling, effervescent neroli. And then it's got a nice fizzy kick of ginger, a little bit of spiciness with the cardamom, and again, it's got that musk, cedar, and a little bit of a masculine dry down with the leather. This fragrance is so good. I feel like I smell like a fine Italian gentleman when I'm wearing this one. It's so classy, so sophisticated. Get about 6 hours on my skin. Absolutely beautiful. I guess it projects somewhere around an arm's length, but I love wearing this one this time of year. Next on the list, and these are in no particular order, guys. I had a chance a long time ago. We made a trip to Atlanta, which is a few hours away, and they have a lot of the big luxury stores. And I was able to visit a Louis Vuitton, and I fell in love at first sniff when I smelled this fragrance, guys. This is Afternoon Swim, and basically what all this is a lot of juicy orange, a little bit of bergamot. There's a kick of ginger in this one, and a touch of ambergris, giving it kind of like an earthy sweetness. But this is all about the citrus, just heavy, sweet orange citrus, a little bit like kind of spraying orange juice on yourself. But you've got that ambergris to give it a nice earthiness, and of course the ginger. But gosh, this is so good. Longevity is not that great, as far as that goes. Projection, so. I wish for the price it lasts a little bit longer. I wish you could find these at discounters that are almost hard to find there. But guys, this fragrance smells so good. So for that reason, I had to include it in the video. Afternoon Swim by Louis Vuitton. Next fragrance, speaking of fragrances that smell like orange juice, this one's pretty darn near close. And I know that probably sounds weird to want to smell like orange juice, but man, there's just something bright and uplifting and peaceful about drinking orange juice in the morning when no one's up and it's quiet around the house. This kind of just reminds me of that, guys. It just smells so smooth and so sweet and so citrusy. This is Atelier Cologne. This is Orange Sanguine. Love the name of this fragrance, but I love this fragrance even more. You've got a nice blood orange on the top. You've got a little bit of bitter orange, blood mandarin, creamy vanilla. It's warm, it's woody, it's smooth. It's just so smooth and so sweet. I get about 6 hours on my skin, projects at about an arm's length. Guys, this is an amazing summer fragrance and one of the best citrus fragrances on the market. So good. And this fragrance actually makes a lot of amazing colognes and fragrances. I feel like a lot of their offerings are perfect for the summertime. They make a lot of nice, light, airy, fresh fragrances. Such a good house to discover. Next on my list is one of my favorite indie niche fragrance houses. That's right, Zaharoff. Look at that dent right there. That is a pretty big dent, and that kind of scares me because this is not in stock right now. It should be coming in stock pretty soon. Please, hopefully soon. This is Zaharoff's signature Citrine. Basically, this is lots of sweet orange, but the star of the show is the clementine. The clementine in here is absolutely beautiful. It's musky. It's got some ambergris. Again, the ambergris, you know, is basically, it's synthetic. You can't really use real ambergris anymore, but it basically has that nice kind of earthy, sweet undertones that just mix so well with citrus. Guys, this fragrance is just absolutely first class, top notch. And it's another one of those light, airy fragrances that's not gonna last all day. And so you'll need to kind of spray it heavily, which I do. And then, you know, once it wears off, you can get a travel atomizer and carry it with you, or just reapply as needed. But guys, this one will just put a smile on your face. This fragrance will transport you to somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea. It is absolutely gorgeous. Next fragrance. I actually went to the mall looking for a new fragrance to review. I was not impressed by any of the fragrances I smelled, so I just picked this one up, and I don't know what took me so long. This is Dior Homme Cologne. This fragrance is so good, guys. It is absolutely fantastic. You get a lot of citrus, and that's coming from the bergamot. Then you get that nice grapefruit blossom to mix with the bergamot, and then some white musk in here. This one is refreshing. This one is tantalizing. This one smells good, and it's even got a little bit of longevity. I managed to get like 6 to 8 hours on my skin with a fresh fragrance like this, and it's just so light and fresh, and it just feels good on the skin. And again, it's another one of those fragrances that's gonna put a smile on your face. It's very uplifting. If you haven't tried Dior Homme Cologne, get to Dillard's or Macy's and definitely give it a try. Don't take my word for it, give it a try. I think you're gonna fall in love with this one first sniff. This is absolutely fantastic for the summertime. Here is a really amazing niche house. I'm so glad I discovered this house. They make some amazing perfumes, guys. Look at this bottle. This is absolutely fantastic. This is Arancia Di Sicilia from Paris, Monte Carlo, and there is a ton of citrus in this bottle right here. So good. But this is kind of like a summer gourmand. And I know usually when you think of gourmand fragrances, you don't think of the summer, but this one really works, and I'm just infatuated with this bottle design. It has lots of citrus in the top. It's including Sicilian orange, and then it has that addictive almond note that I love in fragrances. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla. It's musky, it's warm, and then it's got a coffee note on the dry down. This really works. It's perfect for the summertime, and it's a great gourmand. You get about 8 hours on your skin. It probably projects about an arm's length off of me, but everyone's different, guys. It's not one size fits all when it comes to these fragrances, so everyone's gonna be a little bit different. But this one right here, if you haven't heard of Paris Monte Carlo, definitely look them up. They have some amazing offerings. This one is perfect for the summertime. Here is a great designer fragrance for the summertime, and an amazing citrus fragrance as well. I love this bottle. I love the cap here. This cap is really cool. And guys, this one is called Dolce & Gabbana K, and this is the EDP. This one has blood orange, a lot of lemon, a whole lot of lemon, a little bit of fig, which is amazing, some soothing lavender, and then that clean vetiver along with that warm, dry cedar. Intoxicating. I get about 6 hours on my skin. This one smells so good. I got a nice little dent going here. I love this fragrance. Guys, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the EDT or the EDP? I happen to like the EDP. It's a little bit smoother in my opinion and lasts a little bit longer on my skin. Love this one, guys. This is absolutely perfect for the summertime. Usually when I do a countdown like this and I include Tom Ford, there's always going to be my favorite fragrance. It's one of those fragrances that if the apartment or the house was burning down, I would save, and that's Mandarino di Amalfi. I'm not including that one this time. Instead, I'm going with a different one that I'm starting to fall in love with. This one is called Azure Lime by Tom Ford. This is a good get. Man, this one has a lot of citrus in the top, but the star is the zesty, beautiful lime, and then you mix it with those musks and a little bit woody on the dry down. So citrus, a lot of lime, musky, and a little bit of wood. This is a simple fragrance, but it smells so good, and it just kind of makes me think this is what a fine French gentleman, living on the French Riviera, this is how he would smell. It is absolutely intoxicating. It is so beautiful. It doesn't last as long as it should for the price. I'll give you that. But man, I'm all about the scent when it comes to fragrances. I know, I get it. You guys want your fragrances to last a long time, especially when you spend your hard-earned money. That makes a lot of sense to me. I'm like that too. But sometimes I just love a fragrance for how good the scent is. I don't care about how long it lasts. Yeah, the price is steep, but this one is well worth the price. Love it. This is Azure Lime. Another one on the list from Dolce & Gabbana. Love this one. It's called Italian Love. Seems like everything that has to do with citrus is somewhere from the south of France or the south of Italy, or has to do with the Mediterranean Sea. I think that's where they grow all the best citrus, like lemon and lime and bergamot and citron. I think that's where all the best citrus comes from. So a lot of these fragrances are invoked by the Mediterranean Sea or the Italian lifestyle or the French lifestyle on the Riviera. But this one is called Italian Love. I love the color of this juice. Now, my wife hates this fragrance, but for some reason, I am in love with it. It's one of those fragrances that works on my skin. In the hot weather, it really dazzles, it really shines. This one sticks with me for a long time. I get 8 hours on my skin. And it's one of those fragrances, as my body starts to heat up, I keep getting wafts of it, and it genuinely puts a smile on my face. There's something about the smell of real grapefruit that just makes me happy. And it's kind of like the real grapefruit, when you're peeling one and you get that smell on your finger. That's what it reminds me of, is that smell after you've peeled a grapefruit. And it just smells intoxicating. Like I said, it's a ton of grapefruit, a little bit of bergamot, some vetiver and musk, and slightly woody. But to me, the grapefruit is the star of the show. And I get it, some of you hate grapefruit, but for some reason, I really, really love it. It's really nostalgic to me, and it just puts a smile on my face, so I had to include it on the list. This is another gourmand fragrance. It's discontinued, I get it, but there are so many clones now, guys, so if you want to smell like this, there is a ton of good clones. You can check out Barrett Fragrances, you can check out Sensual Obsessions. So many people have an amazing clone of this one. Sammy Anders has a good clone of this. But guys, this is the Amen collection. This is from Mugler. This is called Ultra Zest. Basically, in a nutshell, if you like orange cream, and a lot of people love orange creamsicles this time of year when it's hot, that's what this reminds me of. It's like an orange creamsicle with a little bit of mint, maybe just a little hint of coffee on the dry down. This one is so good. Vanilla, cinnamon, ginger, mint, blood orange, tangerine. It just all works, guys. So just think of orange creamsicle, a little bit of mint, a little bit of coffee. This is the perfect gourmand for summer. And again, I'm not trying to tease you with this one, but the scent profile is so good. So just look at Barrett Fragrances. If you guys want to buy from Barrett, you could probably pick one up for around 44 bucks and then use my promo code that's located in the description down below, and you'll save even more money, and you can find a fragrance that smells like Ultra Zest pretty quickly, and you will be happy with everything Barrett makes. So definitely check out the description down below. Out of all these fragrances I just showed you, some are $300, some are 40 bucks, whatever the case may be. This is one of the cheapy fragrances and on this list, and I gotta say, it's probably my favorite out of everything I just showed you. And that's probably gonna be shocking because I've showed you some pretty cool fragrances, some 300, some 250, some 120. Some are pretty famous designer fragrances, guys. But this thing right here by Lacoste L'Homme Intense, this is it. This is the fragrance. I love this one. It is probably my favorite on this list, and if I was doing a countdown, I would probably have it at number 1, guys. Basically, there is a beautiful, sweet, tardy rhubarb in the opening. Then you get a nice balance with a sour quince. There is a ton of sweet, gorgeous, juicy orange, uplifting grapefruit, zesty lemon, beautiful, sweet, dripping pineapple, a kick of ginger, and then I love, love, love an almond note. I love an almond note in most fragrances. There's something about that note that is so addicting. Guerlain has it, and I just love it in this one too. You can smell it, and it really, really works. And then you get that vanilla and amber. This is one of my favorite scents to wear. And I know, guys, I know there's strong opinions about what gets compliments, but honestly, I've worn this a few times and people always ask me what I'm wearing. What is that you're wearing? Man, you smell good. So I do get it. And this one helps me get some of those compliments. Maybe it's just me, maybe I have a smile on my face, maybe they just feel sorry for me because I'm kind of like, you know, whatever the case may be. This one does get me compliments, and it's one of my favorites on the list. This is an amazing, amazing citrus fragrance for the summertime. Definitely try it, guys, because you can find it for somewhere between 30 and 40 bucks. Absolutely fantastic. Don't take my word for it. Try it out. See what other people are saying. I think it smells fantastic. Just a couple more. We're going to be talking about the house of BDK. And we're going to be talking about this baby right here, Citrus Riviera. Guys, I love this house. I love this juice. I love this presentation. Again, the Riviera, the French Riviera, the Italian Riviera, somewhere on the Mediterranean, we're going to be talking about citrus fragrances, right? This one right here happens to have a lot of lemon, beautiful neroli, mandarin, fig. It's aquatic, has an orange blossom note, and then it's got an unusual strawberry note as well, very musky. Guys, all the notes blend together to make an absolutely gorgeous, fresh summer fragrance that you're gonna get about 6 to 8 hours on your skin. Projects at about an arm's length. This one is absolutely intoxicating. I include this fragrance on a lot of my countdowns because I think it's absolutely first class. In a nutshell, guys, I'm gonna be quick. This is just basically like kind of like a tart, almost sour orange in a way, for lack of a better word. It's just like a green, tart, briny orange, a little bit of sweet grapefruit, and then vetiver and cedar. The vetiver is strong in this one. The orange is nice. This is not super sweet. It just works with the vetiver. And then that dry cedar, some warm amber. Guys, this is fantastic. It's a Hall of Famer. It works so well in the summertime. I'm absolutely addicted to this fragrance, and it is a Hall of Fame designer fragrance in my opinion. All right, last but not least is a car company. Yes, I know, a car company. Some of them do make some amazing fragrances. I think this one's discontinued, but guys, this one is so good. The bottle's heavy. I love the bottle. I love everything about this one. Guys, this is so, so good. It is intoxicating. Mercedes-Benz smells so good. You've got a nice grapefruit opening, lots of orange, clean lemon verbena. This one smells so good. A little bit woody on the dry down. And I love this cap. The cap is absolutely heavy. You've got some ginger, vetiver, musky. It's warm, guys. This is one of my favorites. I don't wear it that much because it's hard to find, but every once in a while I'll spray a little bit and it's just intoxicating. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 15 favorite citrus fragrances for the summertime. What are some of your favorites? Did you like any from this list? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have any ones that maybe I wasn't thinking about or I needed reminding of, let us know in the comments down below so we can all learn from your vast knowledge. And I really appreciate you watching yet another video. Please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And I cannot wait until I see you in the next video. This is Scott Aromatico, out.